Hi. So, this reading is especially for, but not limited to, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Again, Aries, fire sign, Gemini, air sign, Scorpio, water sign, Sagittarius, earth sign. So it seems like you guys were stung by the bee. The venom from that bee, that serum that got you, is enough to destroy, change, disintegrate, resolve, end, or complicate your situation. Now, a lot of you, again, but not limited to just these 4 specific signs. This can definitely resonate with your sun, moon, and rising sign for sure. But I am talking to Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Someone around you has options. Someone around you feels like they don't have to wait on you, or you don't have to wait on them. I don't know if this is your way or their way, but whatever way this makes sense and resonates to you, flip it, flip the script anytime you want to. But this energy, and unless I'm doing a personal reading, I can't tell who's who, but somebody's energy is saying, you know what? I don't have to wait. I've got all these options behind me. I don't have to wait. I can choose one of them. Keep playing your games, so to speak. So you're dealing with somebody who's playing games, or you are playing games. I don't know. Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. I don't know. But I am going to say, with the 9 of Cups, eventually wishes will come true. There's going to be contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, okay? Now, for a lot of you, you're going to have to trust your intuition on this one. You're going to have to trust your intuition. Also, it's telling you right now, take action. Because when you have the Chariot card, and that's exactly what that is, the Chariot card, something's moving quickly or quickly moving forward, okay? Which means something may be quick to end, something may be quick to change, something may be quick to cause you some type of distress, challenge, or even upheaval. It's not the Tower card yet, but I'm not done here. So, next, with the King of Pentacles, this is somebody, either you or them, that is a very mature, grounded, perhaps masculine energy, not definitely a male, but masculine energy, successful, somebody who's built a foundation for themselves, somebody who knows that bettering themselves is very important, and they keep doing that. They thrive for that. This person is not a risk taker. This is somebody who's always preoccupied with their financial situation or financial matters, okay? Now, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, and Sag, let me just say, you're dealing with a heartbreak from a situation. This has gotten you to the point of feeling like it is never ending, feeling like it is taking you down a whole bunch of levels. It's changed your frequency. It's allowed you to change your frequency, or this has changed their frequency. Either way, someone has caused this heartbreak. Perhaps it is a third-party situation. And if third party does not always have to mean a person, it can mean somebody's work took precedence. It showed you that this masculine energy was focused on finances, so money, driven to work, driven to move forward, driven to always focus on the job because of the income, because of the money. Somebody feels that success is money. Money means success, not necessarily, but that's what they think. This heartbreak, betrayal, again, could be a third party. It could be another person for some of you, depending on who I'm reading for. But again, anything can come in between two and become a third party. Does not have to be a relationship. Understand that, okay? Somebody is taking unnecessary risks here, or has taken unnecessary risk. Somebody also, with the Fool card, means they're wanting a new beginning. There's possibilities here. Somebody's willing to be very spontaneous in this event, but somebody's also optimistic. It's kind of like they have blind faith here. Some of you may not see the reasons why you should believe something is going to happen, but you're trusting the universe. You kind of trust your own karma because you know what you put out, so you will get it back. Whatever you put out, whatever seed you plant. Listen, if you didn't plant a banana tree seed, before, you can't harvest one later. If you didn't plant an apple tree seed, you can't get apples later. So if you're wanting something to come up in the near future, just manifesting is not going to bring it. But I need you to plant the seed in order for that to produce, so that you have the opportunity to be able to harvest. You see what I'm saying? Some of you need to plant the seed in here. The seed that you're needing to plant, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, this seed, a seed of acknowledgement, the seed of self-love, the seed of self-control, the seed of boundaries, the seed of putting yourself first. You cannot help anyone else in any situation until you've helped yourself first. If your tank is empty and you haven't filled it up, you can't fill somebody else's tank if yours is empty. It's not possible. Again, this betrayal is not good. For some of you, you may feel like you're being judged. You may feel like you're being judged. You may feel like you need to take action on your truth. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to prove your innocence to somebody, then prove it. For some of you, you may feel like you're being judged out of character. You may feel like you're being judged for your mannerisms or for the way that you feel, for your emotions, perhaps your insecurities. Somebody may mistake your kindness for weakness. For some of you, you have to decide now. Now. You have to decide what you're going to cut out with the Two of Swords. What you're going to cut out. Because one way or another, there's a compromise that's needed here. This compromise, you're dealing with a stalemate. You're dealing with somebody who is wanting to negotiate, or you're wanting to negotiate. You're wanting somebody to meet you halfway. It's like, okay, I'll give this much if you give this much. For some of you, you're wearing this blindfold and you're not seeing the options that are in front of you. You're feeling like you're trapped and stuck with this situation and you're not really liking what you're feeling. For some of you, you put a lot of work in and you're looking at the work that you put in. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're looking at the hard work, but you're not seeing the results of the hard work. You in fact, are very much Nine of Pentacles. You're very self-sufficient. You've made all this happen. For some of you, you've had to balance and multitask and do multiple things. With the Two of Pentacles, you had to try to find a balance between work and home, between love and being professional, between boundaries. You had to put boundaries. I'm sorry, but you had to put boundaries in. But there, I told you this Tower card was coming. Sudden changes, upheavals. I told you, you're going to have to listen, whether you want to or not. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep doing the same shit over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's the definition of insanity. This is stressing you out, keeping you up at night. It's very clear. With the Nine of Swords, you want this happy ending. You want this outcome. Stop listening to what people tell you. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them. If somebody does not want to accept your love, then stop trying to give it to them. Some of you are going to have to turn your back on a situation and go in another direction, or you've already decided to do that. Listen, there is a lot of things to be renewed here, a lot of things moving forward, a lot of things that include changes, including you changing. I promise you, you're not the same person today that you were 6 months ago. And I promise you, after that devastating situation that you went through, that changed you too. See, life has a way of doing that, changing you, teaching you. And sometimes even when you're facing the hardest lessons, challenges, detours, whatever the case may be, the hardest things that you swear you can't get through or you don't know how you're going to get through, once you get through them, you never turn around and pat yourself on the back and say, you know what, you did it. I can't believe you did it. Just keep on going. You don't acknowledge yourself. You don't show appreciation to yourself. You don't congratulate yourself. Listen, it's not easy to overcome the things that you guys have tried to overcome. Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius. This group of people, amongst all of you others that are watching this, listen, if you're here, there's a reason you're here. Maybe this message is for you, so keep listening. You got to keep going for your desires, no matter what you do. With the Knight of Wands, keep going for your desires. A lot of you, Five of Swords, self-destruction, sabotage, self-sabotage. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who gets victory through deceit. You know what that means? Victory through deceit. Oh, they come out a winner because they cheated their way, or they lied their way, they manipulated their way. That's the only way. And again, a lot of you are still dealing with that third-party situation, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. But you're going to have to put up a boundary. You're going to have to decide. Do you want to take the side seat, the side chick, the side row, the side boy, side girl? Do you want to keep fighting and arguing? Because that's all I see coming. You trying to tell them, I know you cheated. They know they cheated too. You ain't telling them nothing new. They're like, prove it. Why would you have to prove what somebody did? You don't need to prove it to them because they already know it. They were there. They were part of it. This is some bullshit, ain't it? Some of you have gotten involved in counseling, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I think everybody in this world could use a little counseling. And whatever your counseling is, just don't let it be the bartender. Although they do listen very well. But don't let it be the bartender. A lot of you are struggling with the disappointment right now, and I get that because you have the Eight of Cups, and that talks about disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away. Listen, sometimes the only way to get something better is to shut the door on the past and focus on the future. You have the Nine of Cups. So if you can stay positive and move in the direction that you need to move in, listen, when they move, you move. All right? Move right the hell out of the way. That's exactly what you do. Move out of the way. Let them have the floor. They want to steal the show? Let them. They want to go with somebody else? Let them. If they want to walk away, let them. You may be dealing with somebody very stubborn. Somebody that's not willing to work, compromise, to work through things. For some of you, this deception, and it's the Page of Swords in reversed. Deception, manipulation. Somebody's all talk. Talk a good game. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to change. I'm going to make the difference. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to delete them numbers. I'm going to block their calls. I'm going to stop cheating. It's a haphazard. Somebody's gossiping, perhaps, around you. Somebody might be giving you bad information, trying to tell you something else that's going on. Perhaps you went to another reader before you saw this. Maybe they're trying to tell you, oh no, oh no. Okay. Well, you listen to who you feel comfortable listening to. I'm nobody to judge that. I'm going to tell you right now, you have a right to go where you feel comfortable, where you feel you're getting the truth. That's where you belong. A lot of you are going to come up with new ideas. You have a lot of curiosity with the Page of Swords in the upright. You have a thirst for knowledge. You want to keep learning and learning and learning. Don't let your egotism get in the way. Don't have lack of confidence. Don't worry about it whether you're popular or not. That doesn't matter. You just don't want somebody to discredit you for no reason. Yes, there might be disappointment. Yes, you might have just recently dealt with some disappointment. But you also dealt with some private achievements, haven't you? You know the things that you've done, and you've done well. For some of you, Focus on the Six of Cups, the simple pleasures in life. It doesn't always have to be about abundance. It doesn't always have to be about marriage. It doesn't always have to be about money. Just wake up and be grateful that you woke up. Maybe you don't have everything you want, but you have everything that you need. Maybe your desires, your dreams, your goals are bigger than what you feel that you can achieve, but that is not true. You can achieve anything that you set your mind to. It may take you a little longer than others. For some of you, it may be a little more difficult, it may be a little more challenging, but it doesn't mean you can't get there. You're the only one who can stop you from achieving the goals that you want to achieve. Now, again, Nine of Cups, wishes are coming true. You will always have more than enough. You will always have enough to feed someone else. Trust me. Remember, no matter what decision comes up or what situation comes up in front of you, whatever you struggle with, just know that you have to stand your ground. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in you, how are you going to convince anybody else to believe in you? Your employer, your friends, your family, your children, whoever. You have to believe in what you're believing and what you're saying and what you're showing before you can get somebody else to believe it. All right? Again, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. The struggle is real. The challenges are put in front of you. But I am going to give you a clue to where to find the answers that you seek. And then the decisions that you need to make is either the good guy or the devil. You get to listen to whichever voice you choose to listen to. Sometimes the decisions and choices that you have to make are not even about you, but they're more so about the interest of other people that it will affect. Make your choices wisely. Choose your words carefully. Know when to hold them and know when to fold them, Kenny Rogers, right? What I'm going to say about that is, and yeah, know when to walk away and know when the hell to run, for sure. So what I'm going to tell you is, there's always going to be lessons for you to learn. There's always going to be a silver lining in every single storm cloud that you have to deal with. It's your job to find the silver lining. Find the lesson in each challenge, obstacle, problem, situationship that you're dealing with. Find the silver lining, in the cloud. If you're good enough to find that silver lining, in other words, to find out, maybe it was a bad situation, maybe it was something that was completely an upheaval, devastating, maybe even felt like it destroyed you, or could have, but it won't, but it'll feel like it could. Whatever that case may be, if you're strong enough to say, well, the lesson I got out of this was, or the one thing I learned about this was, or the only good thing that came out of this was, and focus on that. When you can keep your frequency where it needs to be and not argue with people to their frequency, not good, because people want you to come down to their level. That's the only way you can argue, is to go down to their level. Otherwise, stay up here, because they need to raise their level to be able to communicate with you. So if you don't want to deal with them, just maintain your level. And then by the time they do learn how to bring their frequency up, you'll want to talk to them. But until then, let them stay here where they belong. Let them stay here while you're enjoying this nice view from up here. All right? So, my friends, to all of you, no matter what storms you face, if you go through them with a positive attitude, you will come out with a positive result, regardless of any devastation that went on. You will still have something positive that you're going to be able to hold on to if you choose to. But if you choose to stay in the negativity, if you choose to stay in the victim mode, woe is me, then woe is you. Okay? See you soon on the live. Oh, by the way, this is to members only. So members, thank you for joining and getting a membership with H&G. Thank you.